Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, what if I told you that you could totally ace your exams without pulling those crazy all-nighters? Well, today we're diving into the AI study hacks that are helping students do exactly that. Oh man, we've all been there, right? It's the night before a huge exam. You're looking at this mountain of textbooks and you have no idea where to even start. That panic, it's so real. But what if there was a better way? I know, it sounds like something out of a movie, but get this. One student actually went from feeling like they knew absolutely zero to scoring a 90%, all in just 24 hours. So how on earth did they do it? Well, today, we're going to break down the exact AI strategies that made it happen. So you're ready to completely change how you study? Here's the game plan. First, we're going to tackle that daily grind. Then, we'll get into how to crack those really tough concepts. And finally, we're putting it all together to build the ultimate 24-hour exam plan. Let's do this. Okay, first things first. Let's get a handle on what this new world of studying even looks like. Okay, so check this out. A recent study found that 85% of students are already using AI. But, and this is the crazy part, a whopping 80% of them feel like they're not using it right. That is a massive missed opportunity, and that's exactly what we're going to fix today. All right, let's get practical. Hack number 1 is all about automating that daily grind. You know, the goal is to spend way less time on busy work and way more time on, well, actually learning. I mean, think about it. Between school, coaching, tutoring, it's so easy to feel like you're just drowning in homework. I have absolutely been there. It's like you're so busy doing all the assignments that you have zero time left to actually study for the big tests. Okay, now this next hack, it's a little controversial, I'll admit, but it can be an absolute lifesaver when you're in a major time crunch. Here's how it works. First, you get ChatGPT to crank out the answers to your homework questions. Then, you feed those answers into a text-to-handwriting converter, so it looks like you actually wrote it. And finally, you just print and submit. It's a seriously powerful tool, but, and this is a big but, it comes with a warning. And let me be super clear about this. This is for emergencies only. I mean it. If you start relying on this every single day, you're not actually learning anything, and you are going to pay for it big time on the exam. Plus, let's be real, your teacher's probably going to figure it out. So use it wisely and only when you're really, truly stuck. All right, now for something a little less controversial and honestly, probably way more useful in the long run, summarizing your notes in seconds. Seriously. Tools like NotebookLM can just pull out the most important stuff from all your notes. Notion AI can whip up structured bullet points for you. And if you're a flashcard person, Note will just make them for you automatically. It's literally like having a whole team of personal assistants helping you study. Okay, so we've managed the daily grind, but what about those topics that, just don't click? The ones that make your brain hurt. How do we tackle those? This is so important to understand. Not all AIs are the same. They're not created equal. Think of it like this. If you're trying to guess what topics will be on your history exam, you'd use Gemini. It's great for analyzing old test papers. But if you're just totally lost on why the French Revolution happened, you'd ask ChatGPT-4 to tell you the story. See? It's all about using the right tool for the job. Here is a pro tip, and this is actually backed by science. To really, truly get a complex idea, ask the AI to explain it to you in a simple story. Or even better, ask it to explain it like you're 5 years old. This forces the AI to break everything down to the absolute basics, which makes it so much easier for your brain to grab onto and remember. It's such a simple trick, but wow, it is so effective. And hey, if you're still stuck after all that, sometimes you just need a real person. You can use a shared whiteboard tool like Whiteboard to have a friend actually walk you through a problem step by step. It doesn't even matter where they are. It's a game changer. All right, it's the final boss, crunch time. You've got 24 hours until your exam. It's time to unleash the full power of AI with a super structured step-by-step plan. Yeah, with only 24 hours left, it's so easy to just feel completely overwhelmed. But instead of panicking, we're going to create a clear, doable plan that's going to guide you every single step of the way. This timeline, this is your secret weapon for the next 24 hours. Here's how we're breaking it down. For the first 4 hours, we use AI to figure out the most important topics and question patterns. Then, for the next 8 hours, we're diving deep into those concepts with AI stories and audio summaries. The following 6 hours are all about practice, practice, practice with endless AI-generated quizzes. And finally, in the last 6 hours, we'll do a super fast review of everything you've learned. I know, it's an intense schedule, but it's built to get the most out of every single minute. And to actually pull off this 24-hour plan, here are the tools you're going to need. For that research phase, you'll use Gemini to analyze old exam papers. When it's time to really understand the material, you'll turn to ChatGPT for those story-based explanations. Need to give your eyes a break? Use Natural Reader to just listen to your notes. And for the practice part, Concord.ai will create as many quizzes as you want. Each tool has its own job to do, and when you put them together, you've got one powerful study system. So we've seen just how powerful these tools can be, right? But let's finish up with maybe the most important takeaway of all. And that brings us to the golden rule of using AI for studying. Think of it as your co-pilot, not your autopilot. AI is an amazing, powerful tool that can help you learn faster and better for sure, but it is not, I repeat, not a replacement for your own brain. And you have to remember, AI can get things wrong. It happens. So you always have to double-check the information. And don't just ask for answers. Have a conversation with the AI to really deepen your understanding. The goal is to use it as a tool to build up your own knowledge, right? And that's really the question you should carry with you. How are you going to find true understanding? Use these amazing tools to unlock your own potential, not to try and replace it. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.